So Samsung was getting called boring for not doing anything bold in their fold phones. But now, with the Galaxy Z Fold 7, Samsung is going back to the drawing board. And guess what? This might be the first foldable phone in the world to go this far. Things started getting exciting a few months back when OnLeaks dropped some early renders. At first glance, the design looked a lot like the Fold 6 and nothing crazy, but the thickness really got our attention since Samsung's foldables have never really been this slim before. OnLeaks said the Fold 7 would be just 9.5 millimeters thick when folded. To give you an idea, that's 2.6 millimeters thinner than the Z Fold 6. That's actually a huge deal for foldables. But just when it felt like we had it all figured out, another famous leaker popped up online, and they said, nope, it's going to be even thinner. They claimed the Fold 7 would come in at just 8.2 millimeters, making it the thinnest foldable phone ever. Then things got even crazier. Ice Universe, one of the most trusted leakers, dropped the real numbers on X, and it turns out both of the leakers were wrong. The real thickness of the Fold 7 is going to be 8.9 millimeters when folded, and only 3.9 millimeters when it's unfolded. That's crazy thin. Just to give you an idea, a regular USB-C port is about 2.56 millimeters thick. So yeah, we're getting really close to the limit of how thin a phone can be, unless phone makers get rid of charging ports and go totally wireless, which doesn't look likely anytime soon. So honestly, this feels like Samsung's cold and clever reply to Honor, who kept making fun of them for having chunky foldables. Now, the Z Fold 7 might not just beat Honor, it's also thinner than Oppo's Find N5, the current thinnest foldable, which came out not too long ago. But okay, what's the catch? Yep, it's the battery. We recently saw the official battery certifications for both the Z Flip 7 and the Z Fold 7, and no surprises. Here, Samsung is sticking with the same setup as before. The Fold 7 has two batteries inside, each rated at 2126 milliamp, which together make up about 42,072 milliamp total. Now, before you roll your eyes, at that number, Samsung has been doing this since the Fold 3 and markets it as 4,400 milliamp hours, even though it's actually a bit less. Funny enough, the Z Fold 2 still has the largest battery out of all Samsung foldables. And here's something even crazier. Z Flip 7's battery is only 100 milliamp hours smaller, even though it's a much smaller. But here's the bright side. Sure, phones like the Pixel 9 Pro Fold and Oppo Find N5 have bigger batteries, but a recent battery test from PhoneBuff showed something interesting. There wasn't a huge difference in battery life. The Z Fold 6 with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 held up really well, even against the Oppo Find N5, which runs the newer and more efficient Snapdragon 8 Elite. And don't forget, Samsung has always been solid at software optimization, which helps a lot with battery life. Reports already say the Z Fold 7 will give us more screen-on time, so it sounds like Samsung is still improving things behind the scenes. Now, could Samsung have used something cooler like a silicon carbon battery like some Chinese phones do? Sure, but maybe they're still a little scared from the whole Note 7 situation. Yeah, they're still probably playing it safe. Still, let's be honest, the Z Fold 7 is bringing a bunch of upgrades we've been asking for over the years. Watch all the changes in detail right here. This is Techtics, and I'll see you there.